really wish I knew what was up with these frame drops. Hopefully it doesn't super matter since it is mostly audio, especially today. I need to make sure I'm in the right scene. There we go. Alright, Alright. Okay. That is very weird. It is very low connection. I have no idea what's going on with that. Weird. Hopefully it's fine. If there are problems, chat, let me know. But, yeah. Alright. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
How's everyone doing today?
Doing pretty well, doing pretty well.
Okay.
We ready to dive into what will be the last session for a while until I get the Empire campaign up. Right. Oh, wrong. Oh, I know what happened. Hold on.
Holding. Gripping my laptop.
I forgot to transfer. Nope, that's. There it is. For whatever reason, OBS was like, "Oh, you want to capture YouTube instead of Roll20?" And I'm just like, "No." There we go.
I do not.
OBS being stupid? That's unfathomable.
OBS is fine, especially since it's free and open source. And the guy who's working on it, like, basically hides how you pay him.
Okay.
But yeah, last time was the epic battles between Jared and the twins, in which Jared and Eni almost lost. And really that was most of what happened. It was really cool. And we will pick up now in the aftermath of that battle. So,
Should I roll something for Valeria to see if she's conscious after, dying?
yeah, I would say
having her soul begin to be devoured before being brought back.
Yeah, I would say con
Yeah.
save.
All right, I am proficient in those, so.
Nice.
I didn't roll great. 13 total.
Would you say 13 is enough to be awake right now?
I'd say, yeah, basically make it like a death save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're starting to wake up.
Yeah, I think she's still on the ground, just processing that she's not dead anymore. How's Cordelia doing?
I think Cordelia is kind of just processing that, like, the thing is, I pulled out the Scorching Ray because I really wanted to, like, KO someone, and the fact that I started doing that is partially what led to Edie killing Valeria to restore her to health, and then the person I was intent on KOing proceeded to bring Valeria back, so a lot to process.
A mix of things, yeah. The combat does seem to be completely over,
Yes.
from what she can tell, so.
So I think she just, like, floats over to her sister and just processing.
I think.
Okay. I have another question for both Zalden and the DM. So
Okay.
the thing is they're twins and like they've been connected and their powers have been connected. Is there any like tangible feeling for either Valeria or Cordelia of like, you know, their connection to each other having been severed, even if it wasn't for very long?
I think so.
Definitely.
Okay. So in that case, I think she's got just try and kind of grab onto Cordelia, seeing that like she's there, her sister is still there, and will just kind of pull herself up. And how far I know we took away the battle map. How far away is she from Jared and Eni?
I think that's a question for Jared and Eni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Jared, probably about 15, 20 feet, give or take. And he looks like he's about to move away further.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna restart the PvP, but I do want to do something, if that's okay.
Okay.
Because basically once she's like gotten up and kind of registered, okay, she's not dead. Why is she not dead? Wait a minute, is Jared the reason she's not dead? What the hell is going on? She's gonna resummon her weapon and run over to Jared and just point it at him and just say, "What are you doing? Why?"
I gave you the same opportunity that I was given. To break away.
Well, did you give Karth this opportunity?
That was before everything shifted. If I could, I would go back. But I can't. And I'll have to live with that for the rest of my life, however long or short it may be.
Oh. So you think that's how it works? You think you are so good now after everything we have done to people, after all the souls we scrapped for parts, that you can just let it all go like nothing fucking happened, like we aren't fucking monsters?
I know exactly what I am. And I am going to work every day to be what I am not. And maybe I'll convince myself of the lie eventually. But right now, I am trying to actively be better. And maybe one day I'll be something approximating a human. A fully realized person.
Sorry to interject, but I think it's important for how angry Jared got there
Yeah.
to remind everyone that he's still a dragon.
Yeah.
To be honest, I kind of forgot about that too. So
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's not
he still
used
would've
he's not
succeeded,
used to that.
yeah, still would have done that. I think Larry is just gonna say, I felt it. I felt what we did to all of them. It was starting to happen to me before one of you stopped it, and
Before.
I know it was happening to others, but I didn't care. I didn't care until I was the one who was being ripped apart. What the fuck does that make me?
Right now, I would say that it makes you aware. And the fact that right now, the fact that you care means that you are, I would say, closer to healing.
I never thought in a million years you'd actually step away from this. You had the most to prove out of all of us, didn't you?
But the runt's come a long way, hasn't he? And I'd say you have as well. Both of you.
I don't feel them anymore, Cordy. Deal's off, at least for me.
Like, Cordelia just kind of, like, squeezes her sister's arm.
What the fuck are we gonna do now?
Ugh, have to figure it out.
That would quite honestly be the best course of action. Figure out who you are outside of all of this.
And you think we can actually make a difference after all the lives we've ruined, the souls we've destroyed, that could actually tip those scales?
That was
How does
perfect. That was perfect. That felt like natural. Like you wouldn't be twisting yourself into knots like this if you didn't care. The only way to go beyond redemption is to choose to take yourself there. The only way to do that is to stop caring. Caring about others, about yourself. So, learn who you are. Outside of everything. Outside of the pain we were put through, that we put each other through, that we put others through. I learned that I'm quite good at wood carving. Well, I don't know if I'd say good yet, but I'm improving. And I'm enjoying the time.
I think she's just gonna look at the spear and say, maybe I could take up fishing. And she's gonna just dispel it. So I'm not sure we can, if it's a good idea to do the thing we were hired for, Cordy.
Yeah, there's take you to re-examine one's options.
You've been, I mean, we've been tracking you. You've been all over the place. Any recommendations of where we could disappear? So I'd like to this is the most tired I've ever felt. And I don't think it's just the dying.
Remind me out of character. I'm terrible with names. The place matron is Cloud Peak?
Sky Pillar.
Cloud Pillar?
Sky Pillar.
Sky Pillar. I was close. Yeah, Sky Pillar is Pokemon. Duh. No, it's Cloud Pillar. I'm getting names confused. Spear Pillar. Spear Pillar was Pokemon. Names! Sky Pillar is this one. Yes. Okay. I would say that it will be a long journey, but Sky Pillar is where we have been most welcome and most comfortable. The matron of the moon is quite the figure, both as a person and a ruler.
Then with that, I'm guessing you you are going elsewhere, or at the very least wouldn't want us around. That's entirely fair.
We also return there quite frequently, so we may or may not cross paths again. It's more of a matter of when, not if.
Right, well, I guess go see your friends and well, see if we cross paths again. And she's just going to start walking back towards town.
Gerda trails after her, like, sticking very close.
Mm-hmm.
How
I wish you-
has- Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just one last thing as they're walking away. Jared will just say, I wish you well, no matter what path life has in store for you.
Same to you, brother.
How does everyone else feel during this scene? We'll start with Magdalene.
I was assuming Magdalene and Ember were not here.
Oh, I thought they were at least viewing it.
Yeah, they were, if they wanted to, they could be spectators. They just cannot directly intervene,
Yeah.
unless they chose not to watch.
Because I feel like Ember would have been on babysitting duty for Dustclove, and that would have been a ways from the fight. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
just in case it got real bad, like, I don't know if someone released a Draco Hydra or something.
Alright. My apologies for misunderstanding your intentions.
So I guess Roxanne, we should decide that now. Were they viewing, or were they just like a ways away?
Well, I think Magdalene was at least viewing, but I was gonna save her reaction until, like, Jared and Edie come over.
Alright.
Yeah.
Then in that case, Eni. How is Eni feeling after everything?
When Jared was being threatened by the sword, you would probably notice from the side of his eye as Eni is a little ways off behind him, as she has produced her wand of magic missile. But even after it's been diffused, well, she has lowered it. She hasn't really loosened her grip on the wand.
I will say, could do the two of you want to roll retroactive insight checks on that?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to.
Okay.
Still dragon, so use dragon stats.
All right. No.
11.
Okay.
25.
Ooh!
Oh my god! Good job.
Okay. I'll do a retroactive deception check with disadvantage. Okay. Okay, so Eni, like, you're like, oh yeah, this is another one of like Jared's awful family. She means that Zaldin, you know your sister, and you've also been in a lot of fights. You know when someone is pointing a weapon because they're like coiling and like getting ready to strike. And you know when someone's pointing a weapon because they can't strike but are desperately hoping you think they will. And you have never seen this from your sister, but you know it's the second one.
Fun.
So yeah. Anyway, continuing.
Yeah, Jared is going to go over to Magdalene first. What does it look like she's doing? Or how's she doing?
I think, once Jared is over, she will, slap him with the 4th level Cure Wounds.
Nice.
And let's see, so that's... Dice. 29. That's 5. So 34 points of healing.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
And she does not say anything, but is clearly thinking, "Here's some hit points. You're fucking welcome." And out loud, she says, "It's like, well, at least when I decide to cast a support spell on an enemy, I'm not spending a perfectly good 300 GP diamond on it."
There's a little bit of a huff. If he were a fire elemental dragon, you would presume there'd be steam, but there is whatever the equivalent is for the blood frenzy breath.
The smoke.
The smoke, yeah. And he's very simply going to say, "If you wouldn't mind sparing more, give me more healing. There's still one thing that needs to be killed before the end of the day, before it gets too far."
Okay, is Edie over here?
Edie has wandered off, essentially to rejoin Ember and Dusk Cove. Not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think Magdalene is gonna try to, like, herd them together. That's just gonna do, and as soon as they are not forcing me to herd them like cats, I was just gonna do Mass Cure Wounds and use Channel Divinity to upcast it to 6th level.
Okay.
Roll all the dice.
All the dice.
All the dice.
8,
Jinx.
10, 19, 29. Okay, so 29 points of healing to both of them.
Nice. Alright. And Jared is going to very simply say, actually, wait, no, he's going to do it himself. Never mind. He's going to first he's going to probably catch up to Emi and basically offer her a ride back to camp. Just to make the trip a little bit faster and easier on her.
Edie will shake her head. Now, I think I'm gonna walk right now.
Megalyn takes the carpet back.
Yeah, Jared will nod. There's still one more thing I need to do. I'll see you back at camp soon.
I guess
And-
if Ember's also on the sidelines, is he gonna realize, oh right, we need to go after that thing as well?
Yeah, Jared's going to start flying in the direction that it went in, and Ember is more than welcome to
Yeah.
follow after him if he wants.
Once Eni is back with Duskclove, he will hand off babysitting duties and go with Jared.
Mm-hmm.
Did you fight?
Yeah, and I think Megalyn will as well. It's like, I want to get themselves more beat up.
Yeah, I will say, because it has had a head start, could I get a survival check from Ember and Jared?
Alright, what is my
Okay,
survival?
Survival.
I should use the
Good
dragon
deal.
stats, yes?
Correct.
Okay.
Alright.
This will be contested against a stealth check from the Draco Hydra. At disadvantage, because it's just fleeing.
I got a 24 total survival.
Oh, I think that's...
18 total survival.
Oh, with a +1 dex, I think you got it, but just to see. Yeah, with an 8. This thing is flying a bit erratically. It's still pretty wounded from the blood frenzy breath. How do you two dragons take it down?
Breath weapons!
Yeah, I was just about to say cross the streams breath weapon.
Yeah, this as you breath weapon it, its body kind of like from the mutation breath, like you see kind of pulses of the mutation run through its body. Its heads start attacking each other and attacking the main body, and it just eventually loses energy and just crashes into the ground.
Mm-hmm. Does it go back to being a gem, or is it just dead?
It is dead. It was held in a gem, but it is not a gem.
Okay.
It was held in a Pokeball, basically.
Okay.
Oh, hey, spear pillar. Yeah, Jared is just going to look it over once it's fully dead and comment, "This is not something that was born naturally. It was created." And I presume I might know who that would be.
Also, how much longer does Jared's potion still have?
I'd
Oh, yeah, that is a good
say
question.
we're coming up on 30 minutes.
Okay.
With how easily you were able to track it down.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah, I think
Sure.
Magdalene might try to see if she could like get some scales or whatever from the corpse for like spell components.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say you can give a survival check for harvesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think Ember's just gonna ask. So, where are your sisters going now?
Back to
Six-
town.
16 survival.
16 survival.
16.
You are able to harvest Dracohydra parts. I think with Magdalene being pretty good in Arcana, they have they are primarily like similarly infused and powered like a Hydra would be, but with elemental capabilities. So if you want to use them for materials or for making magic items, that's the kind of stuff we'd be talking about.
Yeah, and in response to Ember's question, currently they're going back to the city. Where they go from there, I don't know exactly, but eventually they might make their way over to Skypillar. At my recommendation.
Well, are we going in that direction? I wonder if saving them the travel could do some
Right
good.
now, it could. Right now, I have no particular place in mind now that they are. I was going to say free, but I don't think we'll ever be free of the Prominence's influence. Never entirely. Even after he's dead. At the very least, Valeria's pact is broken. And between the two of them, I don't believe they will participate in the rite of the Crucible any longer. So if we would like to go back to Skypillar, then I don't see why we shouldn't take them along. At the very least, offer them the opportunity.
Although they are your family, so it's up to you if you want to extend that offer. I certainly have some.
I do.
And I have some things I would like to discuss with the matron given my new state.
Indeed. Now that this thing is dead, I'm going to go back to camp. Rest. Heal. And he's, without another word, going to take off and return.
Mm-hmm.
And when he does return, how would he find Eni?
He would find Eni probably a little ways out of the camp, sitting underneath a fairly large tree with a dust clove by her side, just as she keeps a hand on them, and she's just kind of sitting quietly, deep in thought.
I think that Jared will walk on over to them, and he'll... What are the words that I want to use to describe this? He will essentially curl around them and the tree, like, you know how, like, that half circle kind of I hopefully you know what I mean. I don't know proper words to describe. Like,
For a second there, I had to remind myself you're still in a dragon form.
Yeah, still in dragon form currently for like 20-ish minutes, I guess. I don't know.
The croissant position.
Yeah, croissant position. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to phrase it. Just found a quick image posted in VC. Just essentially like this around them and the tree.
As he lays down, Eni doesn't say anything for a few minutes. Just places her hand on Jared's head. Then, after a while, just sighs. Broke a promise.
He will nod. Yes. I do understand why. And it was quickly remedied.
She'll stay quiet for a few moments before shaking her head. Bit of it was that, but another part of me was, I don't know, it just felt something just push me to just. She kind of, as she flares up, you'll see her get a bit agitated as the shadows around her kind of, I want to say almost flare before she takes a deep breath. You are in trouble, and that was the main factor, but I don't know, something else just.
Drove you to kill.
Part of me wanted to do that to just wanted blood.
Influence from the cloak. He did something absorbed into you, you said, yes?
You'll touch her chest where she thought she got hit, and will shrug. Maybe? I'm just worried it might be just the old part of me flaring up. Just now that I have essentially my freedom, just that old, horrid part of me is coming back. And she then just her hand clenches into a fist. I'm scared. I don't want that. I want to be that monster again.
Jared will sort of like what's the word? He'll like slightly lift his head over and lift his head up and basically brush it against Eni. A nuzzle, I believe. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's the closest one that I can think of.
I think that's it.
Yeah. And I'll say, if you don't want it to be, then it will not happen. And if there is ever a chance that you or I think it may be treading too close to reality, then I will do whatever it takes to ensure that you stay who you want to be.
It's not too much to ask. If it does get past that point, though, promise me that you'll make sure I don't turn into that monster, okay? No matter what. And Eni will look directly in Jared's eye. Especially if Duskglove is near. I don't want them becoming like what I was.
You see Jared's face a conflict. He has never had any qualms with killing. If someone died, fine, so be it. Even after his breaking away from his patron. If someone or something lived or died, then he would usually defer to the group. Do you want this person alive? Then he'll go for non-lethal. Does it matter? Then he'd probably default to killing. But even before, especially before the redemption arc, he would have very gladly killed any of the party if they got in his way to what he thought was his ultimate desire, his ultimate goal. But even without an insight check, he can see that the idea of him killing you, let alone the idea of you dying at all, does not sit well with him. He hesitates for a few seconds before finally answering. I will do whatever it takes to ensure that you are kept. Oh. He falters, then finally if it is the only way, then I'll do what I must.
He simply just nods, relaxing a bit, and for the rest of the time, just spends it with Jared and Dustclove, just in silence. Again, just like the previous day, just at certain points, matching, attempting to resonate her magic with Dustclove to make them feel comfortable.
Dustclove feels very comfortable and curls up into you and nuzzles you. What is there anything in particular that Ember or Magdalene are doing?
I think probably, just kind of helping make camp for the night, or just like, I don't know what time of day it is anymore, but seeing that Jared and Nini need time to just rest and, kind of just helping Magdalene make sure it's like they have food and they're comfortable and all that. So, and also a thing that has been unaddressed for since Ember became Permadragon. So Ember does have a sending stone to be in touch with Autumn. So what happened to that, like, when he became a dragon? So
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I think since he did shift back, he would have been able to separate from his equipment, but I don't know that him with his big dragon paws can like use it as a sending stone. Because I think he's too big. So I'm wondering if he has to give it to Magdalene.
Yeah, I think you are able to like use it because it's not a like it's not a cell phone, it is a stone with which the message psychically gets sent to. So you it's fine. And I am presuming that like Ember would have been smart enough to like, I don't know if I'll be able to change back. Also take the sending stone with the horn.
I want to do a retroactive intelligence check to see if we would have been smart enough to do that.
Fine by me.
Okay, what are we saying the DC on this is? Like,
I'll leave that up to you.
10.
I'll put it at 15 just because it's like he would have been thinking of like the dragon horde because that's what he was thinking. It's like might be imagine. I feel like the sending stone might have like slipped his mind. So
Alright.
yeah. Cause this is also like, oh, did he already update Autobahn? Hey, guess what? Okay, I got 17. So okay, so he would have done that, and also he would have. I don't think he would have done like the daily calls to but I think he would have said, hey, guess what happened immediately after I asked you to do that favor for me of telling my family I'm a dragon.
Oh, okay.
Obviously not phrasing it like that, but that's...
Yeah.
So, yeah, she knows.
Mm-hmm.
Would she have said anything, or?
Just kind of like a, like, oh, already, okay, luckily, like, you know, yeah. I think it'd also be like a, do you want me to tell them and give them a heads up, or should it be a surprise?
I think it's just gonna respond, I will explain in person.
Alright.
Once we get back.
Yeah. She understands.
And, okay. Yeah, so with that, cause I think with like, oh, the twins are gonna go to Sky Pillar, I think he would have also had the thought of there's also Janaka, who is not in Sky Pillar, but she is like holding down the fort at Autumn's apothecary that she worked at, and who could also be someone to help them through stuff if Janaka is up for it. So I think he's trying to figure out if that is an cause Magdalene has not met Janaka, but Autumn has, so Autumn could do ascending to Janaka to see that is something she would be up for, or if she wants nothing to do with Jared's family ever again. So, which would be valid.
Yeah,
so.
they're I think that because Autumn can cast sending, you eventually hear back that it's like, yeah, she's open to talking with them and helping them out, and you know, if they can help around the place, especially since Janaka herself isn't like an outdoorsy mountainy type.
Yeah, and I do think that, like, because in my notes a while back, it's like there are, like, Autumn does have some friends that are somewhat able to, like, help with that, but yeah, it's definitely, like,
but they don't have like all of the practice that Autumn has because she was the one who started doing all that stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think with that, he is going to once they're kind of settling in, once Jared seems like he's open to talking, he is going to put that on the table as another offer for where they could go. So
Yeah. I think that he would say he'd be hesitant because even if Janaka and the way I'm thinking is that while it would probably be good to at least consider the idea, even if Janaka is literally different from all the others, she's still a warlock of his. And
it has definitely been subtext that and not spelled out, but like she is no longer. She has also broken the pact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I completely missed that. Then yeah.
Yeah, she broke her pact, and the matron's her new patron.
It's been so long. Whoops.
yeah.
Yeah, we haven't
But yeah, no,
seen it for a while.
Then yeah, never mind. Yeah, no, then that would probably be one of the better, if not the best, option, because this is someone who knows, who understands, may not have been part of it like they were, but understands it better than probably anyone else, and Jared's not going to be around all the time. He might help, he might do something, but...
Also, if Jared wants to roll an insight check on Ember.
Alright. By now, he'd probably be back in his human form, right? I'd imagine so.
Yeah.
Transforms back, and he's behind the tree.
Alright.
22.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Definitely gets it. You get the very strong impression that, like, this is genuine of Ember, and he genuinely thinks this is a good option. You also remember, oh yeah, he did bring his family and girlfriend from Skypillar specifically to protect them from shady people who might be after them. So...
Yeah.
That might be a bit of it.
Yeah.
In vicinity of his folks. Like, even if they are trying to reform, it's... So... But yeah.
Yeah, then...
Yeah, and I will clarify, like, since Roxanne and I are playing them, Valeria is... She's just gonna let Cordelia call the shots on that. She's not gonna make any decisions. Like...
Fair enough.
She's really rattled.
And... Yeah, I think that,
Yeah. And also, I think Ember's going to mention, like, you know, and if they need a little more convincing, that you can say they are being hired by the Knight of Embers to keep an eye on his territory. So, it will be my first act as Dragon Lord, which you think I should be now?
I very much do, yes. Alright. Seems it'll be... It may not be the best option, but it's one of the better ones.
With everything that's going on, I'm not sure there are good options. Or at least not perfect ones.
At the very least, it'd be the least bad. When we want to return, we will find them and present an opportunity.
Alright. Anything else we want to do, or should we cut to that?
Yeah. Up to
I
the
think-
players.
I think that, I think that it would be fine to go right there unless there's anything else that would want to be said. Anyone do anything?
I guess just one thing is, would it be, like, is there a teleportation circle that Magdalene could acquire the sigil sequence for, in case they want to come back here?
I think that not here, because it's just relatively small of a territory.
Well, and that is why we had to go to Sarasan and then fly here. So, there is also the, alternative way of, Ember messages his girlfriend, and, then wait for his mom to first scry on him, and then, use transport via plants. So...
Well, you only
Yeah.
need a teleportation circle as a target. You can cast a spell and use it
Yeah.
to get to a destination. Or
Yeah, because we do have the teleportation circle for Sky Pillar. So... And the treeway is a way that will not use chalk. So...
Yeah.
If you are trying to save on chalk. But we are also going to a place which definitely has more chalk, so...
Yes.
Yeah, I think one of the things Magdalene wants to, do over the interim period, acquire more chalk. Acquire all of the chalk.
easy enough. How much chalk you want?
It's like, also, it's like, I just generally acquire more money for spell components.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, I mean, let's. What is Cordelia and Valeria's answer?
Yeah. Yeah, Valeria's down for it, especially because, like, okay, it's small, out-of-the-way place. That sounds less stressful than a big city where she would be much more on guard, so...
Yeah, and I think Cordelia will agree, it's definitely nice while they're at least, like, feeling out what their options are now.
Yeah.
Alright. So I think at that point. I mean, definitely, like, there's the teleportation back to Sky Pillar. I know we talked about how Ember would be getting there. Does he do that option?
So, we are doing teleportation circle, right? To be clear?
Yeah, I
That is
think
how
so.
we were getting back? Okay.
Yeah.
I think we will save the silly option for another time.
Okay.
Cause he's, I realize he's got things to do, but does he need to be smaller?
No, not really.
Okay, he will stay as dragon then.
Alright.
Because I'm guessing the teleportation sky pillar is like around the matron's castle.
Yeah,
so.
it is in particular her daughter, the Star Reborn. It's in her lab, and she is also a dragon, so it definitely can accommodate dragon teleporting in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll do that. Oh yeah, and also the matron's finding out that he is perma-dragon now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you come in, and the Star is working there, and it's like, okay, 2 new people. Oh, dragon. And, I think she's gonna
And
make...
also Duskclove.
yeah,
it's like,
also
a shadow
Duskclove.
dragon.
I think she's going to notice Ember more than Duskclove at the moment, so, let me pull up the Amethyst Dragon stat block, because that's what I use for space dragons. Karna is plus 15. Oh, natural 19 plus 15.
Oh, that's like what, 34?
Yeah. So it took, I see. Will you need any assistance?
There are some things we would like to, work out. But first question, we have, and we'll gesture to Duskclove, a new friend with us, and we would like to learn a bit more about her and how to, or a bit more about them and how to take care of them.
Of,
What they need and all that.
of course.
This is Duskclove.
Another Arcana check. 15 plus 15. Oh my, I will need to do some research. Surely shadow dragons are more aggressive.
Yeah. Eni, might be good idea to join her with that.
Eni will nod. I would like to stay with Duskclove if that's alright.
You can come back when you would want. We don't have to do this now.
Okay.
The timing is in
Um,
your hands.
I do have
you.
some things I would like to discuss with the matron regarding this
Of course.
when I am able to.
Of course. And yeah, she just lets you all go about your business. For the scenes that people have immediately planned, what order do we want to tackle them?
Amber's got a few, so I don't know how many other people have.
There's one that I had, but it was just the one. And who knows, maybe something else will happen later because of it, but...
Do we want to take on Jared's first, since we just came out of his stuff?
Yeah.
So, probably, actually, no, now that I'm thinking, there's probably more than one, but this is the one that I thought of first, so I'll do it first. So, what he would first do, is that through various long rests, and even whenever there's just a spare bit of time, he's been working on various figurines which have been handed out over time, and two that have been recently completed. He keeps one on hand just in case there's ever a chance to deliver it in person. But the second one is something that can be done immediately. He's going to try to find Eni again.
Where do we find Eni?
Eni would probably just find a spot, a spot kind of in the shade, just waiting for the sun to go down, but just allowing Duskclove to kind of gather the sights as she just kind of looks over the city.
Jared is not particularly quiet. You'd hear him before you see him approaching.
As he does so, he kind of just sighs. You've been following me a lot recently. And she'll just look over and just... At this point, she'll give a smile.
And what of it?
She
You
shrugs.
forced me away after however much we've been through all this time.
I'm not gonna stop you following me.
The answer to the- Could you roll me a perception check real quick?
10.
10. You'd probably be able to tell that, he mumbled something, but, the more obvious thing is that it seems that in one of his hands, there's something in one of his hands as it seems to be like clenched, as though it's like wrapped around something.
Yeah, at this point, Ini would stop walking, just kind of turn back and just look at his hand and then up at him, saying nothing, just eyebrow raised.
Seeing that she raises her eyebrow and is just watching him a moment. I've been Ember got me into wood carving as a hobby outside of training, and it's been going fairly well, I think, and the first project that I've been working on has been gifts for everyone, and then he would open his hand and reveal a wooden carving statuette of you in your current form.
Ini will, her eyebrows raise up, but as she takes it in her hand and looks over, she smiles. Looks like you're getting pretty good. There's quite a bit of detail to this.
I feel like it could be better, but a continuous improvement. Maybe I'll give it another shot another day.
I think you're selling yourself short. You do feel that way, then. Perhaps you could get someone to put a bit of color to it. For some color would help hide any imperfections that you'd see on there. Still, I think it looks wonderful.
I'm glad you like it. And he smiles, but there's this look on his face that he gets when he's thinking hard about something, and that's currently what's happening.
Is there anything else?
May I try something briefly?
Sure, go ahead.
And he would as you give the go ahead, he hesitates briefly before eventually before embracing her in a hug.
At that point, she blinks,
Yeah.
very surprised. And then she'll just, with her tail, just kind of poke Jared in the cheek. You are Jared, right? Just kind of squinting.
he he smiles and gives a small chuckle and says, I believe I am. If I'm not, then something is terribly wrong. But
Incredibly
no,
so.
wait.
But I don't have a dagger in my back yet, so she'll then fully embrace him, where you'll feel her cool skin. Again, it's just like before, it's that skin of that feeling of almost like touching the surface of water.
Mm.
But you don't feel wet. It just is just almost like you're skimming along the surface.
He's made of jello.
I jiggle. He just jiggles.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And as sort of like an explanation, as sort of like almost as though it's like explaining or justifying the action, he will after a moment just say, you seemed deeply upset, and from what I've been able to gather, this usually helped Ember with Ginger, so I thought it might help you.
It does. She just closes her eyes and just hugs a bit tighter. It does. Thanks.
I'm glad. And you're very welcome. Anytime you need it.
Yeah, after a few moments, she'll let go. Alright. I'm just gonna add this to my little collection. As she'll place it into the bag. Essentially right beside the Umbra carving and the Lagar tree statue. It's weird that I'm getting a collection of them now. She still just kind of gives a toothy grin.
It would be advised not to keep Logair in the bag because he is a plant and therefore could die before you could unpetrify him.
Okay.
But I thought it was
True.
like cursed, like, you know, magic petrification where it's like he couldn't die if he wanted to. I thought that's what we were dealing with, and that's why he's in the bag. This is hag bullshit.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll get him out of the bag, though. Put him near a window.
If we do want to go to like he is plant, then you would have done that a lot earlier. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say if we known that, we probably would have taken him out of the bag. So
Yeah.
remove him from my bag.
He has a few
So,
extra
so we've
scarves.
just been like carrying him around. Like,
well,
It's like he's just like sitting there in the window, has a few extra scarves like draped around him.
yeah.
Um, right.
I just have the God, I just had the stupidest thought of like, oh, what if since he's a plant now, what if like we take him back to like Autumn's like apothecary and just stick him in the greenhouse and that's where he stays until we figure out how to uncurse him.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah. After that,
Give him
she
a
would-
nicer environment.
After that, she would look over to Jared. Well, primarily I'm gonna be waiting till the sun goes down, but I think I'm gonna go take Dust Clove a little ways out of the city. Probably have them go stargazing with me. You want to come join then? It'd be a lot safer if we had a big, strong man with us. She poked him inside.
I feel like, give me one brief moment. I'm not good at typing and talking at the same time, and I'm typing notes. Give me one brief moment, I apologize.
Who is good at typing and talking at the same time, to be fair?
Not me.
So, okay. Jared, again, kind of had that thinking face again, and then, like, Eni poking him is what snaps him out of the thinking, and then, it's sort of as though everything, caught up at once of what was said while he was thinking. Like, yes, the lag is over now. Processing speed increased. And he will just look up over at her as she pokes him and says, yes. Yes, I would love to join you. There's a bit of a smile on his face.
All right then. She'll hold out her hand.
He just watches for a moment. Like, oh, right. That's what I'm supposed to do. And then takes it in his.
And I'd say with that, Eni and Jared would probably enjoy exploring the rest of the city where they could take Dust Clove before heading out to do some stargazing.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the nighttime.
Does Magdalene have any scenes to do?
I think at some point she'll want to do Dream Spell with the other law keepers to kind of update on the situation with the Grand Magician and just be like, okay, so preventing the words failed, what the fuck are we doing now?
Yeah. We'll come back to that because that is in Dream Spell, which means later in the evening. If that's okay.
Yeah, so in the meantime, she's just taking the opportunity to do some stress knitting.
Yeah. Ember.
So, first thing he's gonna do is go find the matron in dragon form. So
Hello.
if
I presume it's stuck since I would presume that you would be waiting for the potion to wear off otherwise.
yes, and it's occurred to me since it's now stuck, all dragons need some sort of territory, right?
It is not necessary, but we do gain a lot of power from it. You wish to
Well,
volunteer?
and he's gonna kind of lower his head and say, if you will have me, I would like to be a lord under your rule, and specifically be the caretaker of the lands around Brightbridge.
You've done a lot of good for me, Ember, and I appreciate your presence, and I will appreciate your continued presence within my lands. I will have to draft out things as we will rearrange territory marks, but it is yours. And the lords under me will be understanding if most it will be as difficult, but no outright war will come of it.
Very well. And if it helps, I do not need much. I just want to be able to help protect an area that is very dear to me.
Don't we all?
And if it helps them, I don't need much, just so. And guess with that it'll leave if paperwork needs to be drafted, then he'll head off and deal with the thing he has always dreaded since his backstory, the difficult conversation with his parents.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna go back, and before he opens the door, he is gonna take the potion that lets him turn back into a Shatterkai for an hour, since he still hasn't quite figured out the shape change.
Yeah.
So, and he's just gonna knock on the door, and
I think it's Aisling that opens it up. Hey, how've been? Hope everything went okay out there.
we were able to get there in good time. The one full, and have happened in the meantime, if we should gather Mom and Dad.
She's gonna insight check you.
Absolutely do it.
14 that's 18 before any modifiers to wisdom. I have not fully statted her out at all.
Yeah, I think she's like, oh, this is
This is that talk. Got it.
yeah.
I'll grab them. But hey, she puts a hand on your shoulder. Autumn's been giving us a heads up, and I will be the first one to say it, but you are still part of the family. This doesn't change any of that, okay? This isn't gonna change anything. Oh, it'll definitely change some things, but us being a family, this doesn't change it. What you do will.
I'm gonna be completely honest. When you said you were gonna be the first one to say it, I thought you were gonna be a lot meaner than that. And he's saying that in character.
Now see, the thing is, I can't respond by saying you know me. I'm gonna have to change that. I'll get Mom and Dad.
Oh, well, okay.
Should I get Autumn and Maisie too, or?
Yeah. It's... yeah.
Alright, will do.
So I think, is... with the house you're living, is there any sort of, like, outdoor area? Just, you know, in case this conversation takes more than an hour?
Yeah,
It won't in the stream, like, we're gonna... but yeah.
yeah, I think there probably isn't.
Okay. I think he'll like go inside then and just like keep an eye on the time and how long he has, so.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna sit down and say, and just start off saying, I know Autumn has given you a forewarning about my current state, and it became permanent a lot more quickly than expected. So
There's a look of surprise on your parents, your parents and Maisie, their faces, but like, not just they're giving you the room to speak.
okay. I know that you've waited a very long time to see me again, and I know that this has just made reconnecting a lot more complicated than it already was, and I am very sorry about that. And but something else I've realized is that there was a while where after I came back, that I was so angry with myself that I couldn't just want normal things, that I couldn't just be happy living my life at the inn, that whatever being lost had done to me had made me so wrong that I could never be satisfied with ordinary things. But Then I realized people who want ordinary things wouldn't go to school to learn magic and keep trying to get to the next level even after they had failed 3 times. So I think there was a part of me that always wanted something else, and that some difficulty was always going to happen at some point in some way, either from pursuing that part of myself that wanted bigger and stranger and more dangerous things, or if from trying to, or more difficult, from trying to live a life attempting to stamp it out. And for that, I'm sorry you did not have an easier son. And Ainsling, I'm sorry that you've only just gotten to know me, and it's gonna be harder to reconnect with Teocta being what it is, and the fact that you haven't liked anywhere outside of Teocta that we have spent time. Don't think I don't notice how much you didn't care for Bright Ridge, or you don't care for here, so.
Truth be told, I didn't care for Teocta just as much. What I care about is being able to do things.
So you just hate everything. Got it.
I don't hate everything, I just get bored. You didn't mess anything up. I think your mom... You're right.
Parents seeing the first sibling squabbling between these two.
I think there's a sadness there because of... Not because of the dragon, but because of how you've been talking to yourself. And there is a bit of a smile of the, the sibling squabbling, especially because it's like, once it got to the squabbling, it was all in good fun, and they could tell that. Mm-hmm. I think it's your mom that speaks up. And you're right about yourself, and things would have been different than a lot of other parents in some way. First it was the magic school, and honestly, this is something we can celebrate. You say you apologize for being difficult as if it's a bad thing, but what we love about you has been that dream you've had, that ambition to be something great, and as long as you're in our lives and doing that, you are our son. And you will be. And she gets up to offer you a hug.
Accept it.
Your dad also does. And I think they all, most of them do, but Maisie holds back because it's like,
yeah.
Just because it's like, I'm not technically family yet. Yeah, you're dating my daughter.
I think yeah, but I think like once everyone else has gotten their hugs, he will give Maisie a hug because she was essentially his therapist for a while. So
yeah, she gladly accepts. She just is like, I don't know if I'm family yet, so.
don't know if I'm on hugging terms.
Yeah.
Well,
well,
she's on hugging terms. just-
not hugging
but
in
yeah.
this scenario.
Yeah.
Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. This doesn't change what we are as a family. I want you to know that. We will love and support you in this as we have all other times.
Yeah. Also, Autumn, I did talk with the matron about, establishing a little bit of territory.
That's amazing. Where?
And he's just gonna look at her, and she has a really high passive insight.
Oh. I think she's very appreciative and like a bit like kind of like I do not know how to respond. That is
Okay. Okay. Hope that isn't a bit too overstepping.
No, it's I think it's perfect. I think she gives you a kiss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This might be a downtime question, but
Mhm.
does Ember have an answer to, Ember Tashin?
I think, especially after the conversation with his parents, he's realized that because he took the name Ember because he didn't like the person he was before he came out just felt so distant, and like he didn't have a right to claim he's this person, especially when he remembered so little. So it was kind of him, at the end of the day, like he was trying to process things, but ultimately what it was him putting a wedge between that person and also, by extension, him and his family. And since, the fact that he is now a dragon and he is not even a Shatterkai anymore and is noticing the changes there, he feels like it's more important to hold on to that and not forget that, he wasn't always like this, and he was immortal, and he has... So I think with this, his title is going to be the Knight of Embers, but when he is not in dragon form, he will return to using the name Tashin.
Applause.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also do have a little scene with Autumn that I'd like to do, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I know we're probably gonna run long because we have a lot to wrap, but
Yeah, but we have a lot of downtime stuff to work out, so we'll go as long as
Yeah.
we need to. This is the season finale, baby.
okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. At some point he is going to get Autumn and say, hey, I wanted to show you something and I thought you might want to help me out with it.
Yeah.
And he's I guess by this, could we say by this point he's figured out the shape change?
Yeah.
Like, so he is, going to take her and he's gonna show a, so, since he can cast Stone Shape at will, and, because the thing is, one of the Shattered Pie things he has lost is, the, fact that he can pick 2 tool proficiencies, so that's kind of, though, that has been cut off from him, but, and that is something he is adjusting to, but how he's been coping that is learn to get a bit more fact that he can cast Stone Shape at will, so he's gonna take Autumn over to some part of the house he's been working in, and it's a kind of stone structure of the apothecary, so her home that he's done his best to get the details of, and it's kind of, you know how like porcelain figures are like hollow on the inside, so that way they're not like crazy heavy. It's kind of like that, so it's like a shell, but it is the exterior of the apothecary that, and we can say that this is like a little while later, but yeah. So it's like, I was wondering if you wanted to help me paint it. Thought that could be fun.
Of course. This is such a thoughtful gift.
I figured I owed you an apology for the conversation you had to have with my family. Oh. So I am sorry that I put that on you.
It's okay.
Also, I can do a lot more than just this, and he just like adds like a little kind of like a little bit in the front. It's like, now that I'm in charge of your territory, I can maybe help repair some bridges, smooth out some roads, make you a whole castle.
Well, maybe that can be your apology.
Fair enough.
Just, I wasn't serious. This is enough.
Alright. And just so you know, even if we don't work out, I still want to do everything I can to protect your home, because you will always mean the world to me no matter what. And I just want you to know that.
Thank you. Same goes for you.
Especially because I can make you a castle now.
If we don't end up working out, you're probably gonna have to build me another one. 'Cause
True. How do you feel about moats? Do you want one with a moat?
I think it might be that might be
we can cut there.
yeah,
I
like
just-
like trailing off.
Yeah. Point is, he makes her an apology present.
Yeah.
So, okay, we can cut to someone else now.
Yeah. Magdalene and Dream reporting in. Yeah, I think you appear in the office and you give the report. Thank you very much. That would have been a very difficult situation had more time passed. There's still going to be some stirring, but that was unavoidable given the rumors, and likely many of them were spread by the tyrant's agents. We're going to have to redouble any efforts, but we should also focus on protective measures for citizens. We will inform other followers within the territories about you. Maybe you can lead a coordinated effort.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for your work, Magdalene.
Thank you. So, well, definitely appreciate all the help I can get. Like, we're all gonna need it going forward.
Indeed. The Emperor still refuses to address the appointment of a new lawkeeper. The longer it goes on, the more tempers are brewing. I'm not sure how much work I can do, but I will do as much as I can. Although there is good news, one of the princesses has been very communicative with us.
Oh, that is good news. So, what did she say?
She has expressed support, and while she cannot give anything directly due to the nature of her own property, she will give us political and social support as much as she can.
Could be helpful with minimizing the number of people caught in the middle.
Indeed. We will also try to send many agents to the kingdoms to help minimize damage there. Is there anything else you wish to speak about?
I think, is there any word from... We never gave Magdalene's hometown a name!
The ADHD struggle.
Yeah. But, yeah, is there any news from... We'll figure out the name over the hiatus.
Not too much. Things seem to be going quite well there. You have nothing to worry about.
It's good to hear that, at least.
Very well. And is Roxanne, as the player, is there anything you want to tackle? Or shall we move on to the downtime?
I think move on to the downtime.
Alright. What are some of the downtime activities people are doing?
Finishing up switching over to Eldritch Knight. And one thing that Ember does with that, since he's like relearning more spells, is he will go to a magic shop and painfully, begrudgingly get a spell scroll to learn the one spell he thought he would never need in his whole fucking life, which is Misty Step. He is learning it, and he hates it. But he can't teleport anymore, so he's got no choice.
Alright.
Anyway, that's it.
I imagine also there's setting up his lair and some of the stuff there. Do Valeria and Cordelia take him up on the offer to be some of his, at least for the time being, some of his attendants and guards?
Yeah. I think Valeria's down for that, and I think she also gets the impression that, like, you know, he seems like, you know, I feel like she can basically gauge that it's like, okay, the hostility was like being protective of Jared, but now they're not a threat. I think he's supportive of them trying to figure things out, so
Yeah.
so it is down for it, but again is defaulting to Cordelia.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I think Cordelia is still trying to, like, figure out the situation now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, like...
Yeah. And Ember will make it clear that, like, if they do ever choose to leave, then that is fine. He's not gonna hold them... He's not gonna hold them here. The one request is basically, hey, just don't make trouble for anyone who lives here and we're good.
Is that all for Ember?
Yeah, the one thing I will add is, he is, setting up the lair itself a little bit outside of Brightridge, and specifically he's gonna ask Autumn to take him to the spot where she first found him 2.5 years ago.
That's so sweet. Yeah, she...
And we'll just use his, like, his, tunneling abilities to kind of just, like, carve out a lair for himself.
Yeah. And also presumably taking some time to make a castle around it.
Mm-hmm. I think he's gonna start with just, he's gonna do, like, the inner workings, and then we'll kind of, like, make some towers that are, like, coming out of the mountain, so...
Super cool.
Yeah. And I think he's also gonna try and nature theme it, so the towers almost look like they're like trees that are growing out of the mountain.
Awesome. Alright. I think next we'll go to Eni.
Alright. Yeah, so during her extended long downtime, she would be mostly spending time with Duskclove, showing them around the city, or just doing just quiet just activities with them, when not bringing them back to the castle to help kind of figure out what's going on with them.
Yeah.
And whenever Duskclove is with the others, Eni would be spending that time doing research or listening for information on trying to find the final prisoner from the tower.
Ooh.
Seeing where they might be.
Alright.
And if there's any, like, information that possibly... like, any, like, threads that might lead in that direction.
Could I get an investigation check at disadvantage?
Got it.
Double nat 20, here we come.
That's a big old Natwood.
Oh!
Damn!
I've been rolling pretty bad tonight.
Unfortunately, you're not able to find anything on this side of the mountains, as it were.
I have a question. Feel free to say no, because I'm not sure if this would accurately work. Because I am because Jared is a human, he gets heroic inspiration once per long rest for free.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to use that for a... I can never remember if it's a reroll or if it's advantage now.
I think
It's one of the two.
they redid it as it is advantage instead of a reroll.
I'm gonna double check that real quick. Please hold for one moment.
Yeah.
Heroic inspiration.
I was
If I have heroic inspiration, I can expend it to reroll any die immediately after rolling it, and you must use the new roll.
Okay.
If you gain heroic inspiration but already have it, it's lost until you give it to a player who lacks it. So I cannot use it on someone else, unfortunately. Damn.
Well, thank you though for trying.
yeah. I was also thinking of like, oh, could Ember give her the help action so she could roll straight, but it's the first roll that was a nat 1, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Unfortunately, there's just no clear information around this area.
yeah, essentially because it's like you are very far east, very away from the kingdoms.
So it might be over on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, that is a lead you are getting from the fact that there are no leads.
Yep. Essentially, no information can also be information.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's Reynolds.
Process of elimination.
Reynolds was only speaking common. Warpick, you know, she was from the territories. Sona and Eni were, or not the territories, the kingdoms. Sona and Eni were from the kingdoms. If you're not getting anything this far east, probably kingdoms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so with that, after a few days of essentially no information, she would probably begin piecing that together and begin, begin the, I guess, research into, alright, if not here, then I guess maybe it's best to look into what's possibly over in the kingdoms right now.
Yeah.
Any libraries.
Yeah, there's definitely some big ones.
So I would say she would begin turning her research to that during the downtime.
You mean going to the kingdoms to do research there?
Not leaving, just here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like looking into that information of like what possibly might be over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have all the information off the top of my head. And
No worries.
in fact, like I forgot some of the kingdoms' names. So like,
It-
yeah, you definitely
It's
find.
mostly- it's just to give something to Edie to do during the in between.
Yeah. There definitely are big libraries. You definitely have sources of research. There's, yeah, you'll be able to take care of stuff there. You know what? Going in Discord order, that leaves Magdalene next. So, anything in particular Magdalene's doing during the downtime?
buying more
Yeah.
chalk.
It's like all the chalk and, also just, working on, getting refugee programs kind of like ready to go
Yeah.
for when things go
Mhm.
bad. Which
Yeah, Ember would
it
definitely.
sounds like prevention has failed, so.
Yeah. And they're like the network starts to connect with you and starts to set up around you, and you're definitely organizing these things.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think she'd be trained to bring like the matron in on that if possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm. And Ember would definitely offer whatever he is able to do, as, like, now a new Dragon Lord. So, because Jared put the idea into his head, so it's his fault. So,
Yeah, Magdalene will definitely
Yes.
appreciate that.
Good.
yeah. Yeah, I think when he's like building out the lair / castle, he is gonna be kind of working on kind of like an underground safe house area. So
Nice.
just it is very far east, but just in case they need it for people. So
Yeah.
at the very least for the town if something happens there. So
Mm-hmm. How about?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, and also like creating a permanent teleportation circle somewhere. It's like you cast the spell every day for a year, which is a lot of chalk. But
A lot
Yeah.
of chalk.
and also a lot of time, probably more than whatever time skip we're gonna get.
Yeah.
but at least like being like that is a thing we could work towards at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't. Do warlocks get teleportation circle? Could we hire Cordelia to draw the teleportation circle every day?
I think they do actually.
Perfect. How about Jared?
Mm-hmm.
What is he doing for the downtime?
His primary goals. For some reason, Dorian and this Archmage Cyric are interested in the territories. They sent Karth over, they sent the twins over. He wants to try to basically put out feelers, so to speak, as to what they're doing. What I don't think he'd ever be able to figure out quickly, like, why or what they're planning, but like he wants to look into that. Not only like the consequences of what it might be, just try to figure out what was happening, why it was happening, and just try to extrapolate information of what plans could they possibly have. Especially if it was something related to, like, that Dragon Hydra amalgamation combination thing.
Yeah. Could I get an investigation check?
Alrighty. I am not good at that. 12! Better than I thought,
12.
at least.
As you're talking with the twins, they'll tell you that, like, not only Karth, but also, like, the big reason why they were sent to hunt you guys down was because it wasn't just Karth that, was, like, an agent of Lord Sarek, but also Armament is a very close ally of Lord Sarek's, and his operations were disrupted.
That motherfucker.
I love Armament. He's such a bastard.
Alright,
Oh, I
Time to
can't
kill.
wait for him to beat Ember again. Like, oh, I can take this, pathetic little barbarian on again. Oh shit.
Yeah. So Dorian got in good with Lord Sarek, and here's these upstarts that have stopped 2 of the operations. That's why the twins were hired, because you were a problem. They don't know what was necessarily going on with either operation, just that they were here. Why get copper from the territories and not from the kingdom, since that's where Tinkerton's based and Mechazin are from, all the resources possible, that is at Lord Sarek's disposal. With the 12, I think, there's not much more you are able to extrapolate. But there is, like, I don't know if it's just been a while and everyone's forgotten, but what Karth and his operation were doing was that the mother's trees will sometimes produce a dragon egg instead of a fruit. And that is one reason they're so important. Karth and his gang were taking some of the eggs, all the eggs they could find that were produced, and sending them back to Lord Sarek.
And that's what the amalgamation was formed from, probably.
That, or who knows what other experiments he's doing.
Who knows what else? Yeah.
I mean, you know, all the way back when we did those sessions, you know, Karth smashed an egg, ate it, and then finished his transformation.
Yeah.
So, there's not much solid information, but that is the information you have, and a reminder in case things were forgotten in 50 some odd sessions.
Yeah.
Is there anything else from anyone before we? Because I think it would be fun, since you know how things played out. I also want to check in on what the twins are doing over the downtime.
Yeah.
I think since, like, Ember is kind of, like, working on building a safe house, I think he is, probably, like, using, Fabricate to make any, like, emergency, like, cots, like, as he can, just again, just as, like, you know, making this a safe house where people can go and take shelter if they need to. And I think Valeria would be just, like, helping out with, like, making some of that stuff just as a thing to do that's, like, not... that's just able to take her mind off of fighting. Because she is in a place where she really doesn't want to fight right now after just it hitting her how much harm she has caused, so it's kind of making things, even if they're just, you know, like rudimentary beds, it's like it feels like it's doing something. And she's, you know, she remembers what Jared said about woodworking, and she's like, yeah, I can kind of see the appeal a bit. So that's where she's at, is she's just trying to figure out she's just doing whatever manual labor she can help out with, just as doing something physical that's not, you know, hitting things, and is able to distract her a little bit from how bad she's feeling about everything. So
Yeah. How about Cordelia?
it's doing something.
Yeah.
How about Cordelia? What is she doing?
You might be into,
Is
like,
she
the-
doing the teleportation circle every day?
I think at the very least we'd be working on, like, acquiring the necessary chalk for that.
Yeah. I feel like it's a thing where it's like once every week, or like 2 weeks, like Maisie uses transport via pants to just like hand off another like box of it. So and I think Ember's probably helping pay for all the chalk. So.
Yeah.
Like, we're having to, like, it's like, are there bulk discounts on chalk for people trying to make a permanent circle?
So Cordelia is hired to.
It's like where's like the spell component Costco?
Yeah. So Cordelia has been hired to do the teleportation circle.
Yeah. I mean, since we threw it out there into the universe, I think why not?
Yeah. Alright, that sounds like a wrap for player actions. However, there are 2 cutscenes I would like to close out on. The first is that we find ourselves looking at a floating island. One that we have cut to before. Inside lays the Golden Tyrant, the General Arcanthus to his right, and I forget her name. His Archmage to his left. They are talking with smaller dragon sublords to him, other soldiers, one at least this humanoid wyvern-looking entity, not fully one of either. We see the multi-headed serpent folk Nulu also talking with them, with many other serpent folk in strange shapes. And they are planning and plotting. And the final cutscene is us looking at the tower. The gray tower in a approximation of the Land of Shadows. And I should cut the music for this scene. Because we have our 4 survivors doing their best. We have the warden, who knows this place. And suddenly the warden feels something. One of the prisoners has returned. But not in his cell. As a single voice echoes through some of the empty halls. Well, this is interesting. We'll see what I can do here. And what I can make her do out there. And that's where we'll call it. Woo!
And end on a cliffhanger.
This is great. Gotta get the Empire campaign running, and that needs players and then scheduling and
Eventually, TM.
eventually, because I'm excited to go war phase. There's a plot point that I have been sitting on for so long, and I was planning for it to be what we would call the end of the season, but with how that reveal would go and how like some of the last plot point went, I thought better to hold that back. And I honestly think it'll be better to hold that back for when you guys are higher level.
Smile.
You have faith in us that we'll get to higher level. That's so nice of you.
What if he's a freaking dragon? The odds are in your favor.
Who's ready to fight a great worm?
I mean, Ember's only... he's an adult dragon. He's only an okay worm.
I feel like a meh worm at times.
Yeah. Depends on why he's having a rough day.
This
Would you
is...
still love me if I was a worm? WYRM.
I made that joke weeks ago!
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
This is so good. Thank you all for playing.
Thank you.
Honestly, I will say the humanoid wyvern guy. That's because I was scrolling through 5e tools, and apparently they came up with a were-wyvern stat block at some point, and I'm like, damn it! If only they'd come up with that sooner, and I could have included it.
Damn.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Bye, chat.
Bye, chat.
Thank you
Hi,
for
Chat.
See